don't guilt anybody and don't say, I can't believe you didn't trust me. Don't put it on you to guilt trips because we're not falling for it either. So thanks for letting me interrupt you. Sorry. But this is a dick. I'm not going to let her just only do it because we both went hard for you. We let you in the email chat, we let you do all this stuff. And now we've got people in your DMs going, what the hell's going on? And you should ask. They're absolutely right to ask that.
That's for you to show those Cash App payments.
Well, Cash App payments are weird. Like, because they're just being done in Apple. Where are they going? Like, I'm going to see a beginning balance, transaction history, and email. It's like, where are the card payments even that far behind? I have like a lot of questions, and I'm in a totally different field than Nicolina, so this isn't.
Listen, she was able to show the one receipt very rapidly, and she's refusing to show the two successive payments of the same amount because.
And sometimes there's a limit to a transfer limit, so you have to like divide the payments in half. That's fine. I get that. So, but
yeah, we have busted our ass to defend you, and you can't even give us the fucking respect of showing actual payments of over $800.
Payments of $800. I think you know a lot of people here expect transparency. That's all I'd say.
I would prefer if you just fucking scammed us and you use money for something else. Tell us.
I didn't scam anybody, but all right. You're right. You run into trouble.
Right here. I'm gonna show you this one more time, and if you refuse to do it, that will tell me all I need to know. When I log in, I'm doing it right now. When I log into Cash App, I'm gonna click this button here, which will show me all my transactions on my Cash App. Show it.
I'm working on it.
No. This will take 20 minutes, Mama T. This is literally seconds. It takes.
Right before Christmas, McKenna, she got D-Boss to come up on panel, and I left because she was trying to join D-Boss in helping her fundraise for her car, and she was 3 months behind in December. So make that make sense.
I am blocking out names so I don't dox people. Hold on.
Hi, is this Christina?
It is.
Hi, my name's Nicole. I'm sorry to bother you. I wanted to talk to you about your stepdaughter, Tina.
Are you kidding me?
Well, she's just scammed people out of thousands of dollars on YouTube.
I don't doubt it.
And it made me very confused why she would speak so poorly of you. And I'm a stepmom, and it would take a lot for me to have those kind of negative feelings. You know what I mean? So can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, I have rules.
You have rules? Okay.
I have rules.
Okay.
I have rules at my home, and you don't steal from me.
She stole from you?
Yes.
What did she steal?
Well, she's stolen pain medication. She stole makeup and
pain medication.
Huh?
Pain medication?
Yes.
So can I ask you a question about the Kia?
Yes, you can.
Does your husband make the payments on that monthly?
Well, her father and I are divorced. We've been divorced for many years.
Oh, really?
Yes. And the agreement was when she got the Kia that she was going to take over the payments on it.
Okay. So is the financing in your name, your ex-husband's name?
Yeah, it's in his name because she never made the payments.
Okay.
He has to make the payments every month, plus paying all the insurance.
Really?
But it's in his name.
So she's been running a YouTube e-begging scam since December, saying she's 2 months behind, 3 months behind, 4 months behind, and she has been manipulating people that follow her on YouTube. Well, at the same time, Christina, she is monetized on YouTube. So we're now questioning, well, where's your money from your YouTube, like AdSense, your cash, or the super chats? And she said, well, my stepmother, and this was just last week, my stepmother got the mail in my name and she sent it back. Is that?
She's not allowed to use my address.
Correct.
I told her not to use my address. I called the National Postal Service because she's been trying to use my address ever since she stopped paying rent and got evicted.
Oh.
And her sister was making her part of the rent money payments, which Tina was pocketing, and ended up getting them all put on the street.
What?
And her dad has continued to make those car payments. As a matter of fact, he's been giving her the money to make those payments, which she has not done.
Oh my God, I knew it. So the reason I looked you up and found your number is because there was one point in December that she was at her dad's, and
never.
In the background, her dad said, did you take the money I gave you and did you make the car payment?
No, she did not. She took the money.
Oh my God. So does she have a criminal record?
No.
She does not. What about Butch?
Yes.
So she has literally lied to over 1,000 people because she has all of these subscribers. I finally had enough with her last night. And, you know, I am not cut from the same cloth that Tina is. I am a working professional. I'm in clinical research. Oh, well, you understand that. I bust my ass every day.
Job at a time to support those kids.
So they're all.
And it just became unbearable. You know, her dad and I divorced. And, you know, I continued to try to help her. But it was just taking advantage. And
so she tells everyone she can't work because she has long COVID.
No, No, she doesn't. There's no such a thing.
I know there's no such a thing, but
Okay, well, there you go.
but California is different than Michigan. You know what I mean? Like politically, it's completely different, and I wasn't sure.
I get that.
She said she
You don't
has
have COVID.
she says she has her CNA certification, but
No, she doesn't.
oh,
She had it at one time and lost it. She no longer has it. And I have tried and tried and tried to get her to go and try to get it reinstated so that she can work. I got her a job at a grocery store down the street from where we live because I was trying to help her again, which I'm not doing anymore. And this was probably about 5 years ago. And they were homeless, so I let her come out here. And then she started moving all her kids in, started having all these people over here, and they were drinking and getting high all night, and started threatening my grandson. And at one point in time, Butch had a tire iron and threatened me.
A tire iron?
He threatened me. I'm in my 70s with a tire iron, and I evicted them off my property. I had a camera that was attached to my garage so that I could monitor my property because I sit on 5 acres and I'm back off the road.
wait a minute, is that the place she was just evicted from a few months ago?
No, that's another place.
Oh,
No, that's another place. No, she hasn't been allowed out here. Anyway, they tore that camera down because that camera showed him wheeling that tire iron at me.
so you are, and as a nurse, you know this. You're a mandated reporter, as am I.
Yes.
You're considered a senior citizen,
Yes, I am.
and Butch took a tire iron to you.
He didn't hit me with it. He threatened me with it.
So she stole pain meds from you. She destroyed your property. She took advantage of you. She doesn't pay her
Yes.
car payment. She
Nope.
does not have her CNA certification.
No, she does not.
Was that like revoked?
You know what? I don't know. She hasn't had it for a long time. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not know.
How long have
Yes.
you and Marvin been split up?
We've been divorced since 1998.
Holy shit, that's the year I graduated, Christina.
Yeah, 1998. We've been
And you
divorced
guys,
since
and you were
1998.
still helping her 5 years ago?
Yes, because that's what I do. I'm a nurse.
I know, I get it. I get taken advantage of, and I finally,
But the tire iron, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I gave him warning after warning after warning. I gave him a place to live. I furnished it. I helped him with food. And, she doesn't want to work.
does she have a driver's license?
I think she does because she's driving the car.
Okay, so
And her dad was without any transportation. No transportation at all. He couldn't even go to work. And do you think that she would bring that car back? She's not made one payment. He's made all those payments. And he told her that was the agreement. You miss a payment, I'm taking the car back. And then she starts laying all this guilt trip on him. Well, you gave it to me. Well, you did this and you did that. And you did this when we were younger and you owe me. She just tried to pull that crap on me because I told her you're not using my address. And I know that you've been using it because stuff for Butch and you started coming here and I'm sending everything back.
good, you should.
I called the
Can I
post
ask
office.
you another question?
I notified the postal carrier. I called the post office. I called the national post office. I let them know from time to time she's tried to use my identity and
What?
not to get mail here.
She tried to
And-
use your identity?
Well, she has in the past. Tried to pass herself off as me.
So
But,
Do you-
but
do you know that Butch has gotten 2 DUIs in the last 6 months?
well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Can
I
you
would not be surprised.
Can you tell me if they have any problems with methamphetamine, or is it just opiates?
Quite honestly, I do not know for sure. If I was to guess, I would say both. But I'm not going to guess. I have nothing to substantiate that. But
Okay.
one-
No, I respect that. I respect that. I realized a couple weeks ago that she was manipulating people and scamming, and things just weren't adding up. And so I did a live stream last night. I called her out on her own live stream. Do you know what's wrong with her daughter, Robin? Why she can't work?
She can work. She's gotten fired from so many places for stealing.
Oh, for theft.
She can work. There's nothing wrong with her not working. If she can't work, why isn't she on disability? If Tina can't work, why isn't she on disability?
So I take it you and Marvin are still on semi-good terms where you still talk.
We do still talk, and I'm going to be honest. I rented a room to him because he was homeless.
No, and I don't care.
He was- I mean, we do not have a relationship. I do help him. I get very, very angry because of the way she takes advantage of him.
I think she weaponizes his past against him.
Well, I know she does, but I try to tell him, look, you can't go back in time and change it. And what happens then is dead and gone.
Yep, absolutely.
You have more. If she wants to say you owe me anything, you have more than over the years made up for it. But it's not even that you have to make up for anything.
Did-
You lived your life the way you lived it. You made your decisions. You made your choices. Okay, that was then. But going forward, she's using that to drain you dry. The man walks around in rags. If he didn't get clothes from me, he wouldn't have nothing on.
So, okay, what happened to her biological mother?
And
Where's
giving him to Butch.
where's her
In his room.
where's-
taking his clothes?
where's her biological mother in all of this? Because it sounds like you've done more for her than her own mother.
Her biological mother gave her to me when Tina was 12 years old.
Oh,
Gave me all 3 of the kids.
so
And I
did,
took them. I
did-
took them.
did Tina raise any of her kids, or were they removed from her care?
I think at one point they were. Well, Cherie, she never got Cherie back. Cherie was put up for adoption. She almost lost Sean, but she ended up not losing Sean.
Wow.
And but Cherie got taken away from her.
Well,
But you know what? Here's the thing. You know what? She was young, dumb, and stupid. Okay, we've all been there. We all do things
Yeah.
that get us in trouble, and rightly so. We shouldn't have done. We've all made mistakes.
yeah.
you know,
But we
as
learn from them.
those mistakes you learn that, hey, that's not a good idea. I better go in another direction. And then you start making changes in your life to make your life better. And if you have kids, you start, while you're making your life better, you're then making their life better.
Absolutely.
But it's not something that you use as a weapon against another person, that they're so bad and you're so good. You just don't do that.
Okay, can you tell me, can you tell me,
She won't do.
can you tell me if she was sexually assaulted or gang raped when she was in high school, or was that also a lie?
No, she was not. She tries to play that off. Her and her sister were both got pregnant at the same time by the same guy. And then Tina tries to say, well, I was raped by him. Well, no, she wasn't.
What?
I mean, I wasn't there. I wasn't there to say, well, yeah, you were, or no, you weren't. But I will tell you, in my heart of hearts, I know that she wasn't. She lied to her daughter for years and to her nephew. They never wanted to let them know that they were half brother and sister. They just found that out because I had James. I got custody of James. I raised James, her sister's son.
Oh my God, did he turn out okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's got a good job. He graduated high school. First one in the family to graduate.
So did she,
On the football field, on the football team, and yeah, he's
was there any suspicious circumstances surrounding the death of her grandbaby?
no, as far as I know, she died of SIDS.
Okay, I'm just wondering because, you know, there's thousands of us that are questioning her and everything she's ever said. She said she lost custody of her daughter, her firstborn, because she was a high schooler. And I was like, listen, Mama
That's
T,
not true.
I had a baby in high school. I had a baby in high
That
school and
baby.
graduated. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, she was a drug addict on the streets, running the streets with that baby. And that baby would be in nothing but a diaper at times.
Oh,
But here again, you know, she was wild. And, you know,
so your kindness,
I offered to take her.
your kindness was taken for weakness.
And her dad and I were divorced at the time, and I offered to take Cherie so that Tina would not lose her, so that Tina could hopefully get her life together and then provide a home for her and Cherie.
This is disgusting.
DITCH.
So she was an unfit mother
I have
addicted to
rules.
drugs.
I have rules.
Well, I mean, you know,
You're not using my address. You're not using my mailbox.
correct.
You're not doing any of that. And anything that comes here, I am going to send back. Well, I've got money coming for Dad through YouTube. I said, you're not using my address for anything.
She shouldn't.
She's not. She's not going to.
Well,
I
she
sent
told us
everything back.
she told us last week that she had her Google PIN number sent to your address and you maliciously sent it back. And I was like, this doesn't make sense because I'm a
I
stepmom.
didn't send nothing back. I already told her. I've been telling her for months, and so has her dad. Don't use her address. You know she is going to send everything back, and she will put a stop to it. Use your daughter's address, not her address.
You've been taken advantage of for years and years and years.
Well, you know.
Well, I want to thank
I
you.
don't
I want to
really
thank you.
consider-
I want to thank you for being an
I don't
advocate.
really consider it taken advantage of. This is how I feel in my heart, honestly, because I have prayed and prayed and prayed for her and for her and her kids and, you know, Butch, you know, I have always tried to help, even when it cost me. I didn't look at it like, okay, it cost me. I have to replace this. I have to replace this. Well, this is missing. Well, this and this, you know, I never looked at it like that.
But she
And I
was
feel
stealing
like I
drugs,
should.
money, and all sorts of things from you.
But I tried to help her. But she doesn't want help and she doesn't want to change.
Yeah, we've seen
She's
that.
going to do what she's going to do. And she is in her 40s.
She's
And
49.
At some point in time, you know, like it says in the Bible, shake the dust off your feet and move on. Well, that's what I've done. And the fact that she was taking such advantage of her father, and I'm witness to that, and how she's treated him, it's like, don't come out here. You're not using my address. I cannot believe that is your father. And I told her, she tried to tell me, oh, you treat everybody so much better than me. And you've always had favors. And you let Joshua get the mail there. You let so-and-so get the mail. No, they don't get the mail there. It's none of your business. You know what, Tina? You're not pulling that crap on me. You are now a grown adult.
She's heading to being a senior citizen as well. I mean, she's fucking 50.
Yeah, well,
Yes, so you have been taken advantage of for fucking years and years and years.
I only wanted the best for her.
I know you did.
And maybe the best is what it is.
So I'm going to tell you,
Maybe what it is the best it's ever going to get.
I'm going to tell you, mom to
I
mom,
can't change that.
listen,
You know?
I want to talk to you, mom to mom, grandma to grandma. You can no longer be codependent and allow this. And I know you've put your foot down. I don't know where her dad is right now and you're within your proximity. He needs to stop. He needs to take that fucking car away. Butch has a second car. He has a Caprice Classic that his boss bought for them. She just ripped us off for about $3,000 lying about this fucking car and the car payment.
No, she's had the money. Her dad has given her the money every single month.
Every
He
single
was
month her
around-
dad was
he
making the
around
payment,
for
huh?
nothing. I have to feed him because he has no food. My brother just passed away. All my brother's clothes I gave to him. I have bought him. He didn't even have anything to wear in this rain. I bought him shoes.
Oh my
That is
God.
her father, and he's giving her all that money to make her car payments. And I don't know what she's doing with it, but she took her sister's money. She takes her dad's money. She doesn't keep her word on anything. She makes an agreement with you, and she does it. Once she gets what she wants, then she's done.
Do you have any kids of your own?
Yeah, I divorced them, and then I adopted.
And they don't treat you this way, do they?
No.
I wish I could hug you through the phone right now because I know that you are a saint and you've done your best. I wanted the real story because things were not adding up. I mean, she was even telling us Robin stole all of her money and that's why she needed more.
No.
I feel like they were both using the money and then they were going to use that to scam.
Well, that could very well be. Because her and Robin both worked, they both got jobs at Walmart, but they both got fired because their cash was always off.
Wow.
Every place that they have worked,
Jesus.
they end up getting fired.
Well,
Not that you can't work. She don't
I really want to thank you for giving me like the last 30 minutes of your life and helping me to understand what the real dynamics are because a lot of us just felt badly for her. And then we started realizing we're being manipulated and lied to.
I don't know, but I know that, she tried using her dad against me, saying that, I had to please let her use this address because she's got all this money coming from YouTube for her dad, for the car. And it's like, you're not using my address? You don't understand what the word no means? Then let me spell it out for you. N-O.
That's right.
You're not.
No means no.
Address, and you already was given the money for those car payments. What have you got your dad mixed up in? No. The answer is no. You're not doing it against your dad. He gave her the money.
Yeah.
And whatever she's mixed up in, I don't know. It's none of my business. But her dad and I are not together. I do help him out. He's a human being, and I help a lot of people out. I love people. I love God, and I have an adopted handicapped son, and I try to help people. I don't have a problem helping people, but I'm not going to enable you to not make any changes. I will give you a hand up, but I'm not giving you a handout.
Amen.
Because I work hard for my money.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna end this call because I have to get dinner finished. I want to thank you for explaining the dynamics, and I now feel better about completely humiliating her online because it wasn't adding up. And I want you to know you are doing the Lord's work, but you've got to stop. And it sounds like you now have healthy boundaries. You and Marvin owe her nothing. You owe her nothing. And she's lied and told us Butch was a plumber, and I was like, there's no way he's a plumber, and y'all are this broke. Is he a plumber?
He works for somebody named Sam, and they do sewer work, septic systems and stuff like that, and he makes good money.
Really?
But he drinks it all up.
He does drink it all up. That's what I thought. Because she was asking me for $183 like right before Christmas to pay for their hotel, and I'm like, no, absolutely not.
He makes good money, and they got free hotel rooms when it rains because they were homeless. She told me that herself. And then when she wanted some money, I said, well, you get free rooms. Well, what do you mean? Butch pays for our room every single day because he gets money from Sam. And I said, yeah, but I know that when it rains and stuff, because you guys are homeless, you guys get put up during the rain and stuff.
And I've heard California's had some real shit weather the last month or so.
Oh, we have, and it's still raining right now.
Well, Christina, I think I'm saying it correctly. Christina?
Yes, that is correct.
I appreciate your willingness to talk with me, and I'm going to make sure everyone on YouTube knows exactly what Mama T is. And I want you to know that I appreciate you stepping up to raise these children that have no respect for you now, but the Lord above sees it. And I'm glad you have healthy boundaries, and you have.
That's why she doesn't like me.
I know it.
She attacked me with my own hairbrush. She was defacing my house when she was about 14, and she hit me with my own hairbrush. And
what?
I quickly got her out of my house. I called and had them come pick her up and take her out of my house. And then she wanted to go into a foster home, and that's where she went because I was not going to tolerate anybody putting their hands on me or doing the things with my kids that she was doing.
God, and she is just white trash.
So she ended up going into the foster care system, and she blamed me, and she has blamed me. She's told everybody for years that I was the reason that Cherie got taken away from her.
No.
And she's even seen the court papers with my name on it. And I said, it's funny, Tina, how can that be when I was living in Nevada? I wasn't even here. And when I came back to California, you were already in the process. They had already taken her. You were going to court. And I told you at that time that I would help you in any way that I could. And then I said, well, and then I was told, well, no, I was told not to let you help me because you did the guy.
That's bullshit. What an ass.
Whatever happens, happens.
All right.
So that's your baby, and I've offered to help, and that's as far as it goes.
Well, I want you to know that you are an amazing human being. And my goal is now to globally humiliate her so everyone stops sending her fucking money. I know you're a nurse. I know nurses' work is God's work, and it's hard. And I want to thank you for giving me the last 30 minutes of your life to make sure that I have the full story and that she cannot scam another person on YouTube. If you want to keep my number, please do, and we can talk anytime. I think you are an amazing, amazing woman.
Well, I am. I'll tell you the truth. I am nobody special.
I don't know. No, you are special. You are.
God, and God created us all, and I know that there are people that still have a lot to learn, and and the truth always needs to be known.
Absolutely.
And, but I don't think that I'm anybody special. I
No,
just
you
have-
are. You
I
took
think
over.
that
You
it's
took
really
over
cool.
another woman's children and tried to instill morals and raise them correctly. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be pissed about this, but you got 341 people listening to our conversation because these people have all been scammed by Tina. We have spent thousands of dollars trying to help her because we were manipulated.
I'm sorry.
No, don't. It's a learning lesson for all of us.
Oh, but I am sorry.
It didn't make sense, Christina. It did not make sense.
I feel like a failure.
It didn't make sense when she was talking horribly about you. And I was like, no, this doesn't make sense. So let's talk again. Okay.
All right.
All right. You have a wonderful night. You good human.
You as well. But you know what? I'm going to do it first.
Okay.
That's what she's doing. I failed.
Okay.
And that's
Nobody's
that's
blaming
really
you.
heartbreaking. But I'm going to continue to pray for her.
You should.
And someday she wakes up.
Hey.
And realizes the value of a friend.
Yeah.
A true friend. And people that care.
A lot of us wish we would have had a stepmother like you. I'm telling you that right now. You sound like a woman that would have walked over hot coals to save them. And I understand that deep in my soul. I understand that deep in my soul. All right, let's talk again, honey.
All right, Mother.
All right.
Have a blessed day and stay safe.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Should I send her the link to I Am My Mother's Savage Daughter? Because I feel like she needs that uplifting. Keldon, I have her address. What an underappreciated human being. Yeah, she does sound broken, Lisa.